Right. I think yesterday we have seen how to develop the application by using 100% code driven configurations, right? Okay. So now let us see the flow of execution of that application with minor changes, more or less same application only. But first we'll see flow of execution. Then we'll prepare background for second application development. That is by introducing some design patterns. I'll explain what is design pattern, what is need of design pattern. Then we will try to involve one to design pattern in our second application development. That's the plan. Okay. Right. So now let's get into the discussions. I hope you are doing practicals. Doing Are able to do practicals easily or feeling complex? Class content. Here is what? Spring. What's your batch code? Batch code is 719. Spring Core. Yeah. What's the session? How much? Session 14. Flow of 100% code driven configuration Spring application. Yeah. Control E. 2000 here, 10,000. Yeah. Let me open the Eclipse IDE here. Yes, here I'm opening the Eclipse IDE. Tell me what is the story there? 719. Say launch. Close all editors. Yeah. Let's take this application. I think already we have the application with us. Only flow part we have to add, right? Okay, fine. What is yesterday's session? Session number 13, right? No, yesterday 13. There already we have pasted the code, right? Session 14. Yeah. Flow of execution for 100% code driven configuration based What application? Spring application. 100% code-driven configuration based Spring application. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay. That's good. Great. Yeah. Now let's start the flow part. Let's see the flow part one by one. Yes. Okay. Here is my number one. Run the application. Number one, run the application. Yeah. Number two, yeah, execution begins with main method. Yes. Number three, IOC container creation, guys. IOC container creation. Number four, takes the given class as the configuration class. Takes the given class as the configuration class. Simply takes the given class as what? Configuration class. Okay, that's good. Okay, now it happily loads the configuration class. That is number five. Number five. IOC container. IOC container loads the configuration class. What class, guys? Configuration class. Array, configuration class is internally component annotation na class and creates the object and makes that object and also tell me, makes that object as a Spring Bean and also makes that object as what? Spring. Yes, also makes that object as what? Spring Bean. Okay, that's good. So here is my app config class object. Okay, when no bean ID is there, the class name itself becomes a default bean ID or not? That too having first letter in lowercase. Okay, what is the okay, app config class object. Tell me here, app config, C capital, app config. Are you comfortable with me, guys? Yeah, whenever I use the word hash find, what do you mean by hash find? This is the actual number. This is the reflection of the number in the diagram. Hash symbol, no, this is not official, my notation, okay? Only for our understanding, okay? Whenever I use hash symbol in the flow, okay, somewhere point is there, point related diagram is reflecting here, or point related code is reflecting there. That's the meaning of that. Okay, this is default bean ID or not there? This simply literally becomes what? Default bean. Okay, that's good. Yeah, now number six. Number six, IOC container gathers the what name? Package name. IOC container gathers the package name. What did it gathers, boss? Yeah, It simply literally gathers what name, guys? Yeah, IOC container gathers the package name for component to scanning. Component, nothing but spring beans for component scanning, nothing but spring beans scanning are not there. That's good. That is number 6. Okay. It basically goes to that package, guys. What's the package? This is the package, right? Number 7. IOC container scans. Okay, scans com dot nt dot sbeans and its what? Subpackages. Tell me. To identify the Java classes that are marked as Spring Beans. That are, no, to identify the Java classes that are annotated with component and to mark them, not, it won't become a Spring Bean. They will become Spring Bean only when object is created. What's the Spring Bean basic definition? It's a object of a class. It's a object of class whose object is created and managed by IOC. So until, okay, it's a class whose object is created and managed by IOC. Unless until object creation is done. So it is just identified as Spring Bean, but real Spring Bean comes into picture only after object creation, right? Annotated with mark and to mark them as Spring Bean. In that process, it finds only one class that is, what is there? Com dot, nt dot, sbeans dot, what is there? Weekday analyze. It finds only one class, that is what? Weekday analyze. Okay, that's good. IOC container number 8. IOC container checks for are there any bean methods in configuration class. Configuration class and finds one method. Simply finds only one method. Yes. Number 9. IOC container performs pre-instantiation of what, guys? Pre-instantiation of what's the spell, guys? Instantiation. Okay. Pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean. That's the default scope, guys, right? Pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean. Okay, total how many beans are there? 2 are there. Both are singleton because no scope is specified. Yes, happily it will create those objects or not there. Yes. Yeah, total both objects will be created, guys. Yeah, first one is what? Weekday analyzer. What is there? Weekday analyzer. Weekday analyzer object, WDA. That's a bean ID or not there? Yeah, next one, local date class object. What is there? LD. Local date class object LDate. Come on, next one. What is the property we have, guys? Date. Okay, now tell me how this object is created by using regular new operator or not there. But how second object is created by calling @bean method or not there. Okay, na? Right. Weekday analyzer. Weekday analyzer. Where is this? Analyzer is equal to new weekday analyzer. New weekday analyzer of. Tell me next. Local date is equal to local date dot now. Local date is equal to local date dot now. No, that is not actual one. It is actually calling @bean method or not. Okay. Calls @bean method. Okay. To make the method returned object as Spring Bean. To make the method returned object as what? Spring Bean. Okay, that's good. Tell me, what is the story? Local date. Local date LDate is equal to, what is the configuration class object name, guys? App config dot create LDate is the method or not? Whatever object that is written, that is becoming Spring Bean or not? Here new operator is used to create target class object. Here what is used? Okay, @bean method is called on app config class object. What object? App config class object. Okay, to create local date class object or not there? Say something, my dear. Come on. Yeah, that is number 9. Okay, that is number 10. What is number 10? Tell me, what is the story in number 10, guys? Okay. IOC container searches for @auto-void annotation availability and finds that annotation in target Spring Bean class on the top of what? Satram constructor. Oh, it find on the top of constructor. Huh? Okay, 1 minute. Small change is there then. Small change is there then. Because this time we have gone for constructor injection, right? Yes or no? Na? Okay, but when constructor injection is there, what happens? At the time of object creation only dependent is injected or not there? At the time of object creation only dependency is injected or not there, guys? Okay, so that's why no question of creating target class object by using what? Zero param constructor. Are you getting my point there or not? Yes, okay. Little keep aside. Everything is perfect only. But this object will be created by using what? One param constructor. That means it will call the one param constructor. What is there? L time. L data, fine. L date. Simply call that one as what? L date. Comfortable, my dear? IOC container perform pre-instantiation of what? Singleton scope Spring Beans. What is there? Pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Beans. Okay. In that process, it notices, what is there? It notices there is at the rate auto-wide annotation in the target Spring Bean class. What guys? Target Spring Bean class having one parameter of type local date. Having one parameter of type local date. So, yeah, in constructor injection, first a dependent class object, then target object. Yeah, so it first creates local date class object. What object? First it creates what? Local date class object by calling @bean method of configuration class. Configuration class and uses that object as the arg value. Uses that object as what? Arg value. Arg value for one param constructor. What guys? For one param constructor. Arg value for one param constructor to create target Spring Bean class object. Target Spring Bean class object. What is there? Weekday analyze. What analyzer guys? Weekday analyze. So in this process, even this is injected with this property or not there? Definitely injected with this property. I hope you convinced with this guys. Yeah, in setter injection, first target, then dependent. Field injection also first target, then dependent. Arbitrary method injection also first target, then dependent. Only in constructor injection. First dependent, and dependent will be used as what? Constructor argument value while creating the target. Because it has to create object by using parameterized constructor. In that process, argument value should be passed or not there. Next, number 10, guys. Yeah, tell me. IOC container keeps Spring Bean class object references in the, what is there? Internal cache. Spring Bean class object refs in the internal cache. Spring Bean class object refs in the internal cache, guys. That's good. Next one, 2, next one, 3. Okay, this is internal cache of IOC container or not? Yeah, there, first of all, app config, that is also Spring Bean, don't forget. @component is extension of, configuration is extension of component annotation, don't forget that. Yeah, app config, tell me. App config class object ref. Okay, next. App config class object reference. WDA, weekday analyzer class object ref. Next, L time. What is there? L data. Yes, L date. Local date class object ref. What ref, guys? Local date class object ref. All these are kept in internal cache of IOC container. That's good. Okay. Number 11. IOC container creation process is completed or not there? Yeah, here onwards regular ones, guys. IOC container creation process is complete. IOC container creation process is complete. Are you getting my point there or not there? Yeah. What is next to us? Number 13. We are calling get bean method here or not there? Number 14. Where is 14, guys? Yeah. It will search for, is there any spring bean whose bean ID is WDA? There are not there, okay? There. Next, number 15. What is there? Number 15. Here we are getting what? Spring bean class object reference or not? Super. Okay, that's good. Tell me. Now, it is calling the business method number 16. Okay, right. So it will go to that business method definition number 17, right? That is number 17. Field injection reduce lines of code, no exposing of dependent object directly to other classes. Okay. Which is best approach? Rohit, why are you asking these questions? We already discussed it now, boss. We already discussed the best injection is field injection and fastest injection is what? Constructor injection, right? Yes. Constructor injection, setter or any other this one. In corporate, mainly injection people are using is in some scenario constructor injection, setter injection is very slow. Constructor injection is fast, then field injection. Field injection or constructor injection. This is industry standard. Most of the time field injection. But if we are looking for fast, not the flexibility, then they are going for what? Constructor injection. Okay, any other queries? Sir, class time is 7:30. You class started when? Richa madam, class every day starts at 7:15. Maybe you are a new joinee. I don't know how come you joined this much lately. Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, let me not enable the chat so that you will focus on the class. Otherwise, you will chat with yourself. Yeah. IOC container creation process completed. Method is called. Yes, that method is internally calling method on dependent object. That is number 80. Okay, today is what day? Wednesday. Wednesday means what? Happy working day. That is what? 19. That is what? 19. This will give the result back to whom, guys? This will give the result back to main method. 20. We are displaying the result. 21. 22. 22 automatically closes the IOC container in that process. Automatically closes the IOC container in that process. Come on. It also destroys the all the spring bean objects, all the spring bean class objects. This also destroys the all the spring bean class object. That's good. Tell me next one. End of the main method. End of the main method and end of the application. End of the main method and what? End of the application. Comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, my dear? Come on. Super, guys. End of the main method and what? End of the application. This is what we need to understand. Whole mechanism are not there, guys. Okay. Yeah. com.nt.config, com.nt.main, com.nt.beans. So these are the things that we have concentrated are not there, guys. Okay. This is a whole mechanism that we have to understand. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see the flow one more time, end to end. Then we'll go to next discussion. Number one, we run the application. Number two, execution begins with main method. Three, IOC container creation. Four, whatever class we passed, that will be taken as configuration class. That configuration class is loaded, object is created, and it has become Spring Bean in that process or not. Two chairs, two chairs. It has become Spring Bean in that process or not there. Having default bean ID. What is the default bean ID? The class name itself becomes the bean ID. The class name itself becomes what? Bean ID. Are you getting my point there? Number two, six, it will gather package name from @component scan. It goes to that package and also scans what? Sub packages. Are you getting my point? Also scans what? Sub packages. Also scans what? Sub packages. To check all the classes that are annotated with @component are not there. To check all the classes that are annotated with @component are not there, guys. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Super. That are annotated with what? @component. That is number 7, guys. What is number 8? That is number 7. Number 8. IOC container checks. Are there any @bean method? Finds only one method or not there? In component scanning, it finds how many classes annotated with @component? Only one class. Okay, right now classes it identified. That's it. Okay, IOC container perform pre-instantiation of what? Singleton scope Spring Bean. Okay, but it notices @auto void on the top of the constructor. Okay, that means it understand, oh, on target class, okay, one param constructor should be used for object creation. But that what is that one param constructor? Parameter type, local date. Now it checks, is there any Spring Bean class object having that? Not there. So then automatically calls @bean method, gets what? Local date object, and uses that local date object as argument value in the constructor of what? Target class, and creates the target class object or not. In that process, it assigns target class objects to what, guys? Dependent class. I mean, it's a dependent class object to target class object. That means not only target class object is created, in that process, dependent class object is assigned to target class object or not there. Super. Okay, next. Once everything is over, IOC container keeps what? Spring Bean class object references in the internal cache of the IOC container are not there. Okay, number 11. With all these things, now I can say, I think one number is missing. 10. IOC container keeps that, but after that, 11 is not given somewhere. Directly 12 is given. Okay. Don't think much. 10 and 11, keeping only we are discussing. Okay. 12. Container creation is completed or not there. 13. We are calling getBean method. Having bean ID. 14. It will go to internal cache and searches for, is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID WDA? There we are getting Spring Bean class object reference. 16. We are calling business method on it. 17. That business method is executing. Okay. Tell me next one. We are getting the current weekday number. Based on that, we are deciding happy working day or happy weekend. That message we are capturing in main method. 20. Displaying the message. End of the try. That means indirectly we are closing the IOC container or not there. Indirectly we are closing what? IOC container. That's good or not there, guys? Yeah, that's a 22, right? Okay. End of the main method, end of the class. That's good. Okay. Now I would like to practically show how to perform different injection, because XML driven configuration supports only constructor injection, setter injection, whereas annotation driven configuration, which we do by using @auto void, it supports what? Setter injection, constructor injection, field injection, and what? Arbitrary method injection. Are you getting my point there? So today we want to practically feel all the injections, guys. Okay. In XML driven, or driven, XML driven, in XML driven configurations base Spring application development, we can yeah, we can work with only what there? Setter injection. We can work with only setter injection and constructor injection. Okay. Next, in what is there? Annotation driven configuration based Spring application development. We can work with A setter injection, B constructor injection. Okay, annotation. Yeah, tell me guys. C, what injection? Field injection. D, arbitrary method injection. Are you getting my point there, guys? And the best is what? Fastest is what? Industry uses what? Either field injection or, okay, either field injection or constructor injection. Everyone getting my point there or not? Okay. In real projects, in company level real projects, most of the times we prefer using either field injection or constructor injection. Field injection or what? Constructor injection. Okay, that's good. Okay, now concentrate, guys. I would like to launch one by one. Okay, first we'll go for setter injection, already discussed, but I want to give more elaborately. Setter injection. Setter injection using @auto void annotation. Already we have seen setter injection using what? using XML driven configuration. But I would like to talk about setter injection using what? @ auto void annotation. We need to place @ auto void on the top of the setter method. To perform setter injection on multiple properties, we need to place @ auto void on multiple setter methods. One property on the top of one setter method, 10 properties on the top of 10 setter method. You need to write @ auto void annotation or not there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. For this, we need to place @auto void on the top of n setter methods. What guys? To perform, what is there? Dependency injection. To perform dependency injection on n properties target Spring Bean class. Target Spring Bean class. Are you getting my point there? Okay. That means we need to take setter method having @auto void on one per property basis. On one per property basis. Right, guys? Yeah. In this injection, the IOC container first creates target class object, then creates a dependent class object, and assigns dependent class object to target class object by calling setter method or not. The IOC container first creates target class object, then creates what is there? Dependent class object, and assigns what is there? Dependent class object to target class object by calling setter. By simply calling which method, guys? Setter. What is the method we got, guys? Yeah, WMG by calling setter method. Okay, fine. Yeah, next. In this injection, the IOC container generally creates what is there? Creates target Spring Bean class object using what constructor? Zero param constructor. What constructor, guys? Zero. Okay, let me give that code for you people, guys. com.nt.this. Okay, only for knowledge sake, I'm trying to inject multiple things. Local time. What is there, guys? Local time. Okay. Local time. Private local date time. Here I am taking property name as date. Total how many has a properties are there? 3 has a properties are. Total how many has a properties are there? 3 has a properties are there. Are you getting my point there or not? Okay, guys. Listen, whenever I go for multi-line comment, code structure is disturbed or not there. How to overcome this problem, sir? We have to go for Help menu, no. Preferences. Okay. You search for formatting. What is there? Search for formatting. You search for code formatting. Code style formatter is there. Yes. Edit is there. Edit is there. Come on. Next one. Comments. Comment. There is something called enable block comment is there or not? Disable. Enable block commenting, you disable it. But it's not allowing to help. Okay, wait. We'll see. So I'm creating a new profile, guys. Okay, some F1, P1 profile, some name. Okay, total new one, P1 profile is developed. There you deselect it. Then apply. Okay. Apply and close. So now I'm commenting this. See, though I'm commenting, structure of the code is not disturbed. Earlier code got disturbed, right? Now structure of the code is not disturbed. So total three properties are there. I am looking to perform setter injection. What is there? Setter methods. Alt plus, what is there? Shift plus, Alt plus, Shift plus, yes, comma, yes. No, setter methods, na? Yes. S, comma, R. Alt plus, Shift plus, yes, comma, R. Date, time, date, time. What is there? Date, time, date, time. Date, time, date, time. Okay, where is this? Generate. Oh, both getter setter have come. Huh? Oh, toString has come. No, I want a getter setter. Alt plus Shift plus R. Okay, I'm selecting only setters. Where you want to get? After date time. Yes, they're coming nicely here. Total how many setter method? 3. How to get the with the default message? Sys trace. How to get this one with the default message? Sys trace. How to get this one with the default message? Sys trace. Okay, na? Sys trace, sys trace, sys trace. Yeah, tell me here, where is this? @auto void. Copy. @auto void. @auto void. These are the things that we have taken are not there. Clear, my dear? Come on. 3 setter method. But what's the proof they are injected or not? Okay, let's try to display the values, guys. Yeah, date, dot, dot, dot. Or next one, time. What is there? Dot, dot, dot. Next one, date, time. Are you comfortable, my dear? Come on. Let me check whether they are injected or not. Okay, fine. Go to the main class. Done. Run as Java application. Oh, error. Fine. We'll see what's the reason. No qualifying bean. See, I have done injection, boss, but did we keep dependents ready? Only local date is ready. Local time, local date times are ready, boss? Not. They are user defined or predefined class. Okay, predefined class, you want to make them as Spring Bean means what we should use? Yeah, yesterday someone came to me and asked, why are you not using component for making predefined class as Spring Bean? Anyone can answer it? Who is that fellow? Is there in the class? Huh? I think I'm not seeing. Yeah, predefined class source code is not editable. When it is not editable, can you add at the rate component on the top of the source code? When it is not editable, can we add at the rate component on the top of the source code? And moreover, why third-party classes allowed to add Java Spring annotations? Local date, local time is given by whom? JDK people. Why JDK people will entertain Spring annotations, guys? Or some more framework classes are there. I want to use them in Spring. So why they will allow to add Spring annotation on the top of their classes, right? That's why they have come up with what? Another solution. What is what? Working with at the rate bean methods. Still convinced or not? Why we are not using at the rate component to make predefined classes as what? Spring beans. Because they are not editable. Their source code is not editable. We cannot add annotation on the top of their classes. I think this is a long back we discussed this, right? Okay. Now tell me. So where you have to do those skin app config. So already only one at the rate bean is there. I said we can have any number of at the rate bean methods are not there. Public, what is there? Local time, create L time. Return, what is there? Local time dot now. Return local time dot now. Systrace. Okay, that's good. Public, tell me next one. Local date time, create L date time. Something grab out. Okay. Yeah, here, what is there? Systrace. Systrace. Tell me. Return local date time dot now. Yeah, we have to place at the rate bean now, boss. At the rate bean. Tell me. Name is equal to L time. Next. At the rate bean. Name is equal to LDT. That's better. Simple shortcut. LDT. So now we are ready with the dependents also, guys. Okay. Then happily it will complete the injection process or not. Run as a Java application. Check it out. Three setter methods are called or not there. Okay. Three setter methods are called set date time, set time, set date. First dependent created, assigned. Then another dependent is created, it is assigned. Another dependent is created and it is what? Assigned. Because target class object is already created now. Here. Maybe I have not kept zero param constructor. 1 minute. Let me put zero param constructor, then you will get the idea here. Okay, here I will write SOP. Systrace. Where is this? Zero param constructor. Yeah, first target is created. Then first at the rate bean method and it is assigned to target. Then second at the rate bean method, it is assigned to target. First configuration object is created as per our theory. Then target class object is created. Then what? First, okay, first target. Then first dependent and is assigned to target. Second dependent assigned to target. Third dependent create means at the rate bean execution, right? Assigned to target. Lastly, business method is called. There all three values are injected or not. Date is injected, time is injected, date time is injected. All the three values got injected over here or not there? Say something, my dear. Come on. Got the clarity here or not there? Yeah, this is what we need to focus, guys. Nothing else. This is the whole mechanism that we are trying to understand, right? Yes. No, that is not interface injection, boss. Please. Yeah. Right. Let me give this as a sample code with respect to this one. Weekday analyzer. Okay. I'm just highlighting setter methods a lot. Auto wide, business method. I'm taking up to this, guys. Sample code. What's the code? Sample code. When it comes to this here, what is the one I'm pasting, guys? Paste. Sample code. Here, how many setter methods are taken, guys? Some setter methods are taken, guys. Come on. Yeah, we are trying to inject, but we have to give how to configure app config.java here. Yes. Now let's see what we is there. This is my app config. This is my app config. This is my configuration class boss. Say paste. Yeah. So this is about what injection, guys? Setter injection. Shall we see constructor injection using @auto void? Constructor injection using @auto void or not? Yeah. For this, we need to take parameterized constructor having n params, having @auto void to inject n dependent objects to n properties. No n number of overloaded constructors. In one constructor only, you have to place n parameter. Generally prefer this injection, okay, to inject all properties, okay, all properties of the Spring Bean on mandatory basis. Come on, guys. You want to choose optional parameters to inject, then setter injection or field injection or arbitrary. But you want to involve all properties mandatorily in the injection, then you have to go for what? Construct. Definitely you have to go for what? No other option. Definitely you have to think about going for construct injection. Okay. Let's see. Constructor using @auto. Constructor injection using what? @auto. Yeah. Here we need to take parameterized constructor having what is there? @auto void annotation. Okay. @auto void annotation. Okay. Next one. To inject dependents to n properties of target Spring Bean class. We need to take okay, we need to take constructor with what, guys? N params. We need to take what? Constructor with n params. Are you understanding my statement, guys? We need to take constructor with what? N params. We need to take constructor with n params. Okay, prefer this injection. Okay, only when all the properties of spring bean. What means? Target spring bean. What spring bean? Target spring bean must participate in injection mandatorily. Mandatorily. Okay, guys. What's the spell, guys? MAN? Ah? Alright. Okay. Mandatorily. Got it? Yes. Okay. We can place at the rate auto wide. Okay. Only on, only on, only on one number of parameterized constructor. Why, sir? Array, if you please at the rate auto wide on 2, 3 parameterized constructor, what happened? It will be in the dilemma, na, which one to use. So when it is in dilemma, you will get ambiguity error or not. Only on one number of parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. Otherwise, we get exception. Otherwise, we definitely get exception or not. We can place at the rate auto wide only on what? One number of parameterized constructor. Otherwise, we get exception. We definitely get exception there or not there. Okay. Exception because the IOC container gets into what, guys? Confusion state. What state? State towards what is there? Picking the IOC. Towards picking the parameterized constructor in the creation of what is there? Spring Bean class object. In the creation of Spring Bean class object. Everyone convinced with me, guys? Okay. Got the clarity or not there, guys? Okay, now let's see some practicals of it. Yeah, I'm commenting all the 3 setter methods, guys. I'm commenting all the 3 setter methods. Okay, I'm going for parameterized constructor. Already local date is there. Come on. Local time. Order need not to follow. Any order you can. Local date time dt. This dot time. This dot dt. This dot dt. I think this is not dt, boss. This time we have taken date time. Date time. Yeah, this is going to be 3 param constructor or this is definitely going to be what? 3 param constructor or not there, guys? Respond, my dear. Come on, everyone. Yeah, that's good. Right. Let's run the application, guys. Right click, run as Java. Happily using 3 param constructor. See, this time you observe. First configuration class object created, that is obvious. Then 3 dependents related at the rate bean methods are called create, create, create. That means first dependents, then target object is created or not. Then using all the three objects as argument, three param constructor is called, and in that process, target object is created and what? Three dependents are injected or not there. My theory and practical is matching or not? In set injection, what happened? First target, then dependent. Then dependents are assigned to target. Here first dependent, then using them as argument, parameterized constructor is invoked to create target class object and to assign what? Dependents to target class object are not there. Okay, now listen. I want to take one more constructor with two parameters. With the two parameters. Array constructor overloading is possible or not possible? Possible. Okay, here I am taking two param constructor. Yes. For both I have kept at the rate auto. So now container goes to dilemma situation or not? Because he's asking to create object using three param, also using what? Two pair. So the container definitely goes to dilemma situation or not there. Run as, what is there? Java application. What application? Java. Super. Error creating bean name with what? WDA. Invalid auto void mark constructor. Weekday analyzer. All this stuff is coming error or not there. We are getting this one as error or not there, guys. Because it's saying that already one is marked. Why are you taking this? Already one is marked. Why are you taking this? We are simply getting exception or not there. Yeah, what is the exception we are going to get, guys? Uh, what is the exception? Throws this exception. Copy this particular one. Otherwise, exception will be thrown. Otherwise, exception will be thrown. And this is that exception. It is saying that already one constructor is there. Check it out. Auto void annotation already. Auto void annotation already it is showing or not there. So at max, how many constructors can be there having at the rate auto void, guys? Only one. Why? Because we are keeping container in dilemma situation which should be used. You only saying three param, you only saying two param, but at a time only one constructor can be used to create object. Can it use two, three constructors at a time to create object? No. So at a time, how many constructors it can use? Only one. But we are giving two options. Then it will be in the dilemma or not there. That's why what we should remember, only one. So this also you comment. Yeah, let me give this one as a sample code. Copy this. Here is my target Spring Bean class. What is there? Target Spring Bean class. Say paste. Here is my target Spring Bean class. This is target Spring Bean class. Let me put this one in a box, guys. App config.java is the regular one or not there? Any change in app config.java, guys? No change. That is going to be quite regular one. Yeah, tell me. App config.java is the regular. Yeah. This is my configuration. Copy this. Here is what? Paste. This is my app config.java. com.nt.sbeans are not there. Yes. Fine. Next, what is the injection I would like to introduce, guys? Field injection. What injection? Field. Field injection using @auto. Field injection using @auto. Yeah. We can add @auto directly on the has a properties. What properties? As a properties are technically called fields, boss. Member variables are technically called fields. That's why it's named as field inject. Without having any supporting setter method, constructors, arbitrary methods. Yes or no, na guys? To perform injection on n properties, you have to add @auto for n properties. @auto on what? N properties. No need of taking supporting methods. There's the easiest injection that can be configured. Fastest is what? Easiest is what? Why it is easiest? Just on the properties @auto. Yes or no, guys? On 10 properties, 10 time @auto. 20 properties, 20 time @auto. No need of any supporting methods, guys. That's why it's the easiest on configuration that can be used or not there. Okay, first see the code, then you will understand the things. Weekday analyzer. Now I commented setter method. I commented constructor, no constructor this time, guys. No parameterized constructor. Everything is commented, guys. Come on. Yeah, tell me here what we got. @auto. Next. @auto. Next. @auto. That's it. @auto. Injection is over. No need of supporting methods, nothing. Then how they are? They're private, na sir. Don't worry. IOC container uses reflection API internally to get access to private properties. That's the powerful of IOC container. And assigns the data directly to those properties without taking support of what? Any methods or other things. Sir, private now, how they are visible to IOC container? IOC container uses what? A concept, special concept called reflection API. Using reflection API, we can access private things of the class, guys. Happily access it, assigns the data directly to them. For assignment also, it won't use what? Any methods. It internally uses reflection API concept for that. What is reflection API? Using reflection API, we can get total details about the class dynamically at runtime, including private details we can get it. That means reflection API is having access to private details of the class or not there. Is having access to private details of the class or not there, guys. It is definitely having access to what? Private details of the class, no doubt. Okay, now let's run the application, guys. Dependency injection test. Java application. Happily output is coming. All injections are happening or not there. Here what is there? First target object, then only dependent objects. On those on the target object properties, dependent objects will be assigned by using reflection API concept internally. A reflection API is allows to gather details about any class, details and meta details of any class, programmatically and dynamically at runtime are not there. Okay. For this injection, we need to place we need to place @auto void on the top of what, guys? N properties. On the top of N properties. On the top of N properties to perform on the top of N has a properties to perform dependency injection on N properties of target Spring Bean on N properties of target Spring Bean class. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay, guys. Tell me next one. For this injection, we need to place @auto void on the top of N has a properties to perform dependency injection on what? N properties of target Spring Bean class. Are you comfortable, my dear? Okay, that's good. Can you please, teacher? We cannot see your face. Please, camera man, to hold camera in. Arey, no camera man, Visha. Visha, what's that new unique name? Okay, no camera man. It's my laptop camera. I have to adjust the screen, that thing, nothing else. Fine. Okay, am I visible now? Am I visible now? How to check whether I am visible in my camera properly or not? Where is my image, ra? Not there. Okay. Every day before starting class, let me check. I think here option is there. Yeah, I think visible now. Okay, maybe now. Right. 1 minute. Okay, now, fine. Happy, yeah? Now focus. And you realize last 10 minutes. Okay, no problem. Here, the IOC container. Here, the IOC container. Yeah, who is regular in this batch? Sekti Vaibhav. Everyday work is reminding me whether I kept my camera properly or not. At the beginning of the class, not at the end of the class, right? Yeah, can we say reflection API breaks encapsulation? Yes. It's against of encapsulation because it is accessing private property from outside the class. That's why Java is 100% secured. No. Partially secured. 95 point something. Because the reflection API can access private data. Boss. Here, IOC container internally uses, what is there? Reflection API. What API? Reflection API to access the private, what, guys? Has a properties of Spring Bean. Private has a properties of what? Spring bean. Private has a properties of spring bean. And to inject dependent spring bean objects to them. Spring bean objects to them. Yeah. It is mostly used injection of real time because it is what is there quite flexible injection to do. It is what? Quite flexible injection to do. Are you understanding my statement, guys? It is quite flexible. It is quite flexible injection to do. Injection to do by placing @auto wide directly on the what properties as a properties without directly on the has a properties without having without having any supporting supporting methods or constructors, right? This injection even improves the readability of the code. Property @auto-wide. We can clearly understand readability, guys. Instead of setter method, directly on the property @auto-wide definitely improves the readability of the code or not. This injection even improves the readability of the code. This injection even improves what? The readability of the code, no doubt in. Definitely improves the readability of the code or not there. Yes, let me give the sample code, guys. That's it. No need of any other things, guys. You can straight away work with this, right? Yes. What is there? Target spring bean. Here is my target spring bean or not there? Target spring bean. Cool. Say paste. Getting my point there, guys? Here is my field injection story, my dear. Performs field in. Here is my app config.java, my dear. Yes. In this place, copy this, paste it. Yeah. Yeah, let me write this. Only in constructor injection. The IOC container uses parameterized constructor to create target Spring Bean class object. What object, guys? Target Spring Bean class object. In all other injection, injection, the IOC container uses what container? Zero param constructor to create target Spring Bean class object. Yes, my dear. Only in, what is there? Only in constructor injection, the IOC container uses the IOC container. Okay, first creates dependent Spring Bean class object, and then creates target Spring Bean class object. Whereas in all other injections, what guys? Whereas in all other injections, the IOC container uses what? IOC container first creates target Spring Bean class object, then creates dependent Spring Bean class object. I hope you convinced it, guys. Right. But with this, we completed what? Only field injection. Out of 4 injection, we completed what? Field injection. What is still left? Arbitrary method injection. Once that is over, then we will move to the second discussion. Second application. All these are part of first application development only, but which we have seen by using what? XML driven configuration, annotation, XML plus annotation driven configuration, and lastly what? 100% code driven configuration. Got my point, guys? Yes, that's good. Now let's see what we can do there. 7 a.m. Here is what? Natraz. Yeah, what's your batch code, guys? 7:30. This one, na? 17th July one. Yeah, Spring Core, guys. What is the session number? Session number 14. 719 Spring Core. What's the session number? Let me save the document. Yes. Vishal, concentrate on subject, Ra Babu. And moreover, okay, since you said, I like biscuit, I don't like cream biscuits. Fine. Concentrate on subject. 718 I saved, fine. Okay, we'll bring it back. Go to 718 Spring Core, session 14. Which session 14 you will get? There is no 719, where I saved that. Okay, no problem. We'll save again. Save as 719 Spring Core only. It's there, my dear. Save it. You want to replace it? Yes. Come to this. Session 719.
जीडीचा
What
टॉपिक
is
काय
there?
आपला?
719. Spring core. Where is
हॅलो,
this?
जीडीचा टॉपिक काय आहे आपला?
Third one. Done. Thank you.
त्यांनी जर आपल्याला घ्यायला सांगितलं तर काय घ्यायला?
Tomorrow when we meet, we'll complete arbitrary method injection. And I will create one more situation. If
कोणता
all
वाटतो आपल्याला? सांग.
4
तिकडे
injections
पुढे
are
काय
enabled
बघून
on one
टाका.
property with 3 different values or 4 different values, which will be taken as the final one.
नाही या.
This is a question I am
आपली
giving to you
काहीतरी
people.
5-6
Try to
जण
work
आहेत.
out. 4 different dependents pointing to single
तुम्हाला
property
सांगतो
with
आपली.
4 different injections. Which injection value will be taken as the final value?
गायकवाड योगिता अथवा
On
कराड
one
मुरली गौरव
property,
प्रेम
through
काळवे
field
ऋषिकेश
injection, one
पाटील
dependent.
लोटके
Through
संकेत महेश
constructor
गायकवाड
injection,
नाना
one
पाडाव
dependent. Through setter injection,
वैभव
one dependent. Through
वांगे
arbitrary method injection, one
ओंकार मगर
dependent. But which injection value will be taken as the final value in that property?
जितेंद्र पण नाही.
Experiment
ओंकार
and
मगर
let me
पर्यंत
know. I'm not asking answer today, right?
10 जणांचे ग्रुप केले
Experiment and let me know. Thank you. Have a nice day.
ट्रेंडिंग मध्ये सगळं यायचं ना सध्या. यायचं थोडं माहिती काढून ठेव. काही पण घेऊ. त्यांनी दिला तर ठीक ना, आपल्याला घ्यायला लावलं तर यायचंच घेऊ मग. आणि ते भरलं फॉर्म भरला का सीईटीला? ऑलरेडी करतो. कुठं? आणि हे सांग, गेटचा फॉर्म भरला होता तू? गेटचा फॉर्म भरला होता? काय विचारलं तू? तू आता काहीतरी विचारत होता, विचार ना परत. भांगार आहे कॉलेज, फोन करून सांगतात फॉर्म भरा. भरून घेऊ फक्त सीईटीचा. तुला ऑप्शन माहिती का पुढचा काय? नाही जॉब लागला तर मग करिअर गॅप कशाला टाकायचं मध्ये? त्याच्यामुळे फक्त भरून ठेवायचा. तसं ते नोव्हेंबरमध्ये चालू होतात ना त्यांचं राऊंड. नाही 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 नाही, चांगलं कॉलेज मग. अभ्यास करून सीईटी द्यायची मग. मार्च एप्रिल. आपला टायमिंग 11:25 आहे. आपला टायमिंग 11:25 आहे. 11:25 ते 11:45. हो. तीन चार ग्रुप आहेत वाटतं. 11:25 ते 11:20, 25, 45 3 ग्रुप आहेत. 12:40 ते 1 रे. 12:40 कशाला लिहिलंय? 11 ते 12, 12 ते 1 पर्यंत आहे.
हे 15 मिनिटात होईल मला वाटतं आपलं.
20 मिनिटाचं टायमिंग आहे आपल्याला. 20 मिनिटं गप्प बसून जाऊ का?
त्याचा केलता फोन रूम मध्ये join.
जॉईन करू मी डायरेक्ट.
तिथं काही अजून आलं नाही ना. कशावर आहे मला ते सांगता नाही. मीटवर आहे, झूमवर आहे, का यांच्याच वेबसाईटवर आहे.
यांचीच वेबसाईट आहे.